I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Damn. The only reason I say that is because the SEC is taking all of the ACC good schools. Now look, I know what y'all gonna say. Nah, this is the first team. Yes, y'all are correct. But what I'm saying is, it ain't gonna just be North Carolina. You got to think about Clemson in this as well. And obviously, y'all, with this report of them exploring the potential chance to go from the ACC to the SEC, it's massive. Say what y'all want about North Carolina football. Basketball is definitely a brand. And North Carolina football is on the rise too, especially with obviously Coach Bill Belichick at the helm, right? And if you the ACC, you got to find some heavy hitters, bro, somehow, some way. I don't know how you're going to do that, but you're going to have to find some brands to help facilitate this because you're going to likely lose now North Carolina, Clemson, and probably more than likely, Florida State. And what do you do from that point? You know what I'm saying? What kind of conference are you, right? Now, I always say that they come for always the ACC. Remember, the ACC, before obviously this run from the Big Ten, right? They was obviously doing different things, right? They was obviously playing for championships. They got to figure out somehow, some way to keep their teams happy and attract bigger teams to show they're getting bigger. Because all this is going to lead to, y'all, is a super conference, right? And you're going to look at the Big Ten and the SEC, and they're going to just play each other, essentially. Now, I like parity. That's why I like the Big 12, because Big 12 has the most parity, to me, out of any conference. Anybody can win it on any given year. Football or basketball, a lot of their major sports. It's very true, right? So for the ACC, like, what do you do next? How do you generate more revenue, right? They're kind of locked into these TV contracts. How do you be able to come to the negotiating table and say, hey, we're generating this revenue? It has to be more innovative. They need their commissioner, right, obviously to do more. They need people to step up that's obviously in leadership, because losing a brand like North Carolina, Clemson, that is huge, bro, because Clemson is the creme de la creme in the ACC, right? But it's like, in football, who else is going to challenge them this year? I think it's going to be an entertaining year, to say the least. But think about this, too, right? You lose North Carolina, you lose Clemson, right? Potentially Florida State, likely Florida State. What's going to happen with Miami? You think the Hurricanes are going to be thinking about making a move either? You know what I'm saying? With that campus and obviously what they mean to college football? Come on, bro. You got to figure it out if you're the ACC, bro. You cannot have your top brands. So whether that's renegotiation, whether that's figuring out a way to bring notable teams that are looking for a conference up to come in, you got to do something, right? And you got to keep teams like this. As Yahoo Sports reported here, the 2030-31 school year, when the ACC decreasing exit fees dipped to $75 million, would figure to be an important final line for demarcation. Very, very critical. ACC is going to have to do something. You know what I'm saying? So we'll figure out what happens. But y'all let me know, man, this move potentially from North Carolina. And do you think the SEC will accept them? I think they probably will. It's only going to help their hoops, right? And obviously football program is on the rise with Coach Bill Belichick, barring anything unforeseen. So y'all let me know down in the comments, man, what y'all think of this move. I think it's critical, and it's obviously going to hurt the ACC. And the ACC has a lot to figure out, in my humble opinion. Or it's going to be just the big super conference with Big Ten and obviously SEC teams and all the major players. I think Georgia Tech, you throw them in that conversation now with Ryan Alpert at the AD. I think you throw in, obviously, Miami. Those teams are going to be looking to go somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, potentially. So they're going to have to figure something out in the ACC. It's good that you got SMU. You got California, obviously. You know, you got some teams to come in. But now you got to keep your name brand teams that are always fighting and always kind of putting the conference on the back. We'll see what they do, though. Comment down below.